Now at 7, a breaking news update from Louisiana, where tornadoes have caused massive damage and killed 3 people.
Here at home, Chicago police are investigating 2 separate drive-by shootings on the north side. In one incident, a man and teenager were killed.
And overnight, police issue a community alert after a woman is robbed at gunpoint and her vehicle is taken. Authorities now saying this is linked to other crimes. It's Thursday, December 15th.
Live from Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts streaming now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the streaming side. I'm Val Warner.
And I'm Mark Rivera in for Terrell Brown on this 15th day of December. We're like halfway through this month.
We're halfway
through.
Month.
We're what, 10 days from Christmas now?
10 days from
10
Christmas
days exactly.
And what, 15 days till a new year?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. 2023. Tracy
Yeah.
Butler.
And no
Can you
measurable
believe it?
snow yet, Trace.
No, you know what? Now, some areas near the state line had some measurable snow last night, but most of us in the Chicago area had measurable rain, and it got very, very heavy in the area last night too. So you need to be careful. Could still be some ponding of that water on some of our roads. Well, right now, temperatures are in the 30s, 34 degrees at O'Hare, Midway, 34 degrees right now in Gary. And we do have some wind chills this morning that are back in the mid-20s. So a bit blustery around the area today. I do anticipate getting some occasional bursts of some flurries, even some snow showers in the area today. And we'll talk more about that in my next report. Roz?
We start with a CTA delay on the Blue Line. This is for O'Hare-bound trains. They're stopped at Western Avenue because of a train with some mechanical issues, so a little bit of a delay there. The delays on the expressway, so I got to tell you, they're not that bad. 35 to 40 minutes tops heading inbound between the Tri-State and downtown. We also have IDOT with a stall inbound on the Ike at 9th Avenue, so it is creating more of a backup at the west end of that expressway. And then Chopper 7 is over the southwest end of I-55, right around Route 53. Headlights, that's the inbound, northbound traffic. Now there's a squad car there. It looks like it's a traffic stop. I don't believe that's a crash, but it is causing a gapers delay. Traffic a little slow approaching that location. Val and Mark.
Okay, thank you, Roz. Our top story this hour, severe weather impacting much of the U.S. The death toll rising after tornadoes swept across the New Orleans area last night.
The massive storm system is now moving to the northeast. Here's ABC's Morgan Norwood.
This morning, the damage is described as catastrophic in areas around New Orleans after suspected tornadoes slammed southeast Louisiana.
Tornado is still there.
The mayor of Gretna says up to 5,000 buildings are likely damaged in her town.
Glass breaking, it sounded like my roof was coming off.
Amanda Dufresne and her 2 kids tried to take shelter in the bathroom as a tornado tore apart their home in Jefferson Parish.
I didn't even get to the bathroom yet. I just grabbed the kids, put them on the ground and got on top of them.
You covered your kids with your body?
I covered my kids with my body and just prayed that it wouldn't even pick me up or them.
At least 4 people were hospitalized when a tornado moved into New Orleans.
New Orleans now under a tornado warning. The rotation about 5 miles that way, just over the Mississippi. But with all this rain, we won't see it coming, and it's heading right for downtown.
Authorities say 1 person was killed in St. Charles Parish, raising the storm death toll in Louisiana to 3.
It's just going to be hard to accept, that this is happening a week before Christmas.
At least 42 tornadoes have been reported across 4 states since Tuesday. 1,000 miles north, the same weather system fueling blizzard conditions in the plains and upper Midwest. And this morning, parts of Virginia, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania are bracing for a dangerous ice storm. Cities along the I-95 corridor face a wintry mix before heavy snow moves into the interior northeast.
That's a prime example of it's a rainstorm right now, but we are looking at it to making sure it's a rainstorm. If that does change, if that track moves, we'll be ready.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Now to news which broke overnight here at home. A man and a teenager have been killed in a drive-by shooting on the city's north side.
And only blocks away, another teen was hurt in another drive-by shooting. Jessica D'Onofrio is live at Illinois Masonic Medical Center in Lakeview with more. Jess.
Well, Mark and Val, in one of those shootings, police initially told us both victims were taken here in critical condition, but we have learned they did not survive.
Ambulance responding to the person shot at 4831 North Ashland. Caller says their brothers are shot. We're starting CPR. Nothing further.
Chicago police say this shooting happened last night at around 10 o'clock in the city's Ravenswood neighborhood on the north side. Authorities say the victims were standing in an alley in the 4800 block of North Ashland when someone in a light-colored sedan started firing shots. A 20-year-old man and a 17-year-old boy were struck by the gunfire. They were taken by the fire department to Illinois Masonic Hospital. Police say both victims had been shot multiple times. Both were later pronounced dead at the hospital. We're still working to confirm if they were brothers. Meanwhile, just about 10 minutes before this shooting, there was another just blocks away on the same street in the 4300 block of North Ashland. Police say a 15-year-old boy was walking on the sidewalk when someone in a vehicle fired shots. He was taken to Illinois Masonic by a family member and is listed in good condition this morning. Now, police have not said if both of these separate shootings are linked, but in both cases, no one is in custody this morning. Mark and Val, back to you.
All right, Jess, thank you. Chicago police are looking for the person who shot a man on a CTA bus last evening on the south side. The victim, a 40-year-old man, was rushed to the hospital and is now in fair condition. Police say two men boarded the bus and got into an argument with the victim before one of the men shot him near 79th and Kimbark.
Right now, Chicago police are investigating a rash of armed carjackings.
Overnight, they issued a community alert about 3 incidents, the latest happening in Lincoln Park yesterday. Christian Picos is live there now with details. Christian.
Mark and Val, Chicago police are asking residents on the near north and near west sides to stay vigilant this morning after CPD issued a community alert late last night about a series of armed carjackings. The most recent happened on Wednesday at around 11:20 in the morning in Lincoln Park. It was all captured on surveillance cameras. Video shows a blue SUV pull up next to Diana DiGiacomo, who was just walking her dog at the time. A suspect quickly approaches DiGiacomo with a gun before running off with her purse near the intersection of Wayne and Webster. DiGiacomo tells ABC7 the suspect rifled through her purse, tossed it, and then realized that her car keys were taken. That same blue SUV later pulled up to her Jeep Grand Cherokee as suspects hopped in and sped away with her car.
Then when he pointed at the dog, I was like, okay, just whatever you want, take it. And he just grabbed my purse and ran. And I just thought, okay, I just got away with my life and my dog's life.
Chicago police say one other armed carjacking happened this past Saturday on the 1500 block of West 18th Street and another on Tuesday on the 2200 block of West Race Avenue just after 8:15 p.m. Just last night, CPD reported yet another violent incident on the 2000 block of West St. Paul Street in Bucktown, where the victim was actually struck in the head with a pistol before suspects took off with his wallet and VW Jetta. Fortunately, Chicago police say that victim is going to be okay, but police have not yet confirmed whether or not that incident on St. Paul is connected to the other incidents listed in that community alert. Mark and Val, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Christian. And 2 of the 4 men charged in Monday's armed robbery spree on the north side are due in court today. All 4 are charged with multiple felony counts in that spree. Investigators believe this same group may actually be responsible for as many as 50 armed robberies.
The man who bought the gun used to kill Chicago police officer Ella French has been sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. Her fellow officers were disappointed and angry over the judge's decision. Prosecutors had asked that Jamel Danzy be given the maximum sentence, which was 5 years. According to investigators, he knowingly bought and then transferred the gun to a convicted felon after buying it in Indiana. The judge said he had no evidence that Danzy knew where the weapon was headed.
New this morning, an arrest is made more than 2 years after a Harvey mother was killed. Harvey police say Annalisa Whiteside was taken into custody yesterday in Indiana. She's accused of shooting and killing 32-year-old Ryan Reed in September of 2020. Investigators are not releasing details about the case. Whiteside is expected to be extradited back to Illinois.
This morning, the chancellor at Purdue University Northwest is apologizing about comments that he made during a graduation ceremony. Thomas Keon mocked Asian languages during his speech Saturday. This is a photo of him from the school's website. In a statement, Keon says, quote, "I made a comment that was offensive and insensitive. I am truly sorry for my unplanned off-the-cuff response to another speaker, as my words have caused confusion, pain, and anger." Keon goes on to say the comments do not reflect the values of him or the university. Well, a big championship send-off in the western suburbs.
Students from North Central College in Naperville are headed over to the NCAA Division III football title game. Ah, you hear that music? Gets you ready. This pep rally held just before leaving for Maryland, where the North Central Cardinals will play Ohio's Mount Union College tomorrow evening. The team left Tuesday, but now the pep band, cheer team, and dance squad are on their way to join them.
The football team works so hard all throughout the season, and we are there to support them every step of the way.
It's a testament to our team and their perseverance, and also our ability to travel and prepare and really support our team.
Tomorrow night's game will be broadcast live on ESPNU, and kickoff is at 6 p.m.
All right, good luck to them.
I know,
Bring
just
home that
getting
W.
there. It's awesome. The votes are in, and the counting is happening right now to figure out who this year's winner is in the Great Chicago Light Fight. There are 5 families. You see all 5 of them right there in the top, vying for the top spot.
That's right, and Roz Viren will be unveiling the big winner live at their home tomorrow morning on Eyewitness News at 6.
Yeah, you saw that interview here yesterday at 7 a.m. with all 5 of them. Just great people. Great people getting everyone into the holiday spirit. And they're not doing this just for themselves. They're doing that for their community.
No. And
that's
each of them
the best
had
thing.
their own individual story, too, as to what motivated them to go above and beyond with their holiday lights. So definitely inspirational. So good luck to them all.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you're live in local news. We're just getting started around here, streaming out loud this morning. Coming up, the united push to resolve water issues in the south suburbs.
But first, Tracy has your AccuWeather forecast coming up next.
Well, good morning to you. Surprisingly so, I think some of us may have the opportunity to see a little sun this morning, but those clouds are going to be filling right back in, and maybe even some snow showers coming our way here later today. Currently 34 out at O'Hare. We have 35 right now in Oak Park. We have 33 in Norridge, Highland Park at 33. Get out to Algonquin. It is 33 degrees there for you. Glen Ellen right now at 33. Burr Ridge currently at 33. Right now, Frankfort at 33 degrees, 34 degrees right now in Gary. Wind chills this morning do bring us down a bit, and it feels like it's in the low to mid 20s around the area this morning. So we are going to have some breezy and blustery conditions at times today. So for our students going to wait for that school bus this morning, it is a cold start to our day. The other thing of note today, especially as we get closer to 4, 5, 6 p.m., I think we're going to get a little burst of some snow showers. Could even whiten the ground a little bit, make things just a little bit slippery. And roads may be a little slick this morning, and Roz has been talking about that. We had heavy rain much earlier this morning, Roz.
Yeah, we had a steady stream of crashes this morning, Tracy, but no really serious ones, except for that one on I-57, but that's all been cleared up. We do have a metro delay now. This is on the Milwaukee West line. Inbound train 2212 has been canceled because of mechanical problems, so 2216 will accommodate those passengers. Now, the travel times are actually not that bad. I think our highest one is 40 minutes, and that's going to be on the Stevenson. We also have some delays on the northbound tri-state approaching LaGrange. There was a crash there that has now been moved up to the accident investigation site. In fact, Chopper 7 HD just rolled over that. They rolled up over it right now. There, you can see everything's off on the shoulder there, and it is causing a little bit of a gapers delay. It's just the other side of I-55. So that's the northbound tri-state. It is slow for about a mile, maybe a mile and a half through that work zone. Val, back to you.
All right, Ross, thank you. There is a growing push this morning to find a long-term solution to water issues in the south suburbs. Here's Kate Kogirin with steps some mayors are taking.
A group of South Suburban mayors is hoping the results of this meeting will give their communities the help they need to fix decades-old aging infrastructure. State leaders and mayors from across Chicago's Southland are hopeful over the future of the water supply in their communities.
I think this is a very crucial meeting.
Congressman Bobby Rush organized a meeting with Southland mayors and officials from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the Illinois EPA. The goal? To address ongoing issues of aging infrastructure and its impact on providing clean water to residents.
We're all in the same boat here. Our infrastructure is ancient.
During the roundtable discussion, Southland mayors stood together.
We need to have regional cooperation,
expressing their shared frustrations and concerns.
I myself have run into a 12-time water main break.
We have citizens across the state of Illinois that wakes up every day without knowing if they're going to have water.
The mayors called this issue a crisis for residents.
The biggest issue here is that this is something that's silent. You don't see it. People drive over their streets. They don't know what's underneath until you don't have water. And water is supposed to be a right that everybody has.
Just recently, over the Thanksgiving holiday, a water main break in Robbins impacted the water supply in 100 homes.
Christmas is right around the corner, and we don't know if that would happen again.
During the meeting, members of the EPA and IEPA detailed the pathways to help, including grant money and government funds. But that's only one part of the solution.
We'll take another look from a regional approach to make sure we change some laws or change some procedures or change policies to make sure that the people get what they deserve.
The coalition of mayors says their next step will be knocking on the governor's door for help. In Robbins, Kate Kogirin, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot is defending the city's decision to begin the process of encrypting police radio transmissions. The move, which is already underway, will block the public from listening to those transmissions in real time. A coalition of media organizations, including ABC7, is asking the mayor to reconsider the decision due to the impact it can have on the release of real-time information to keep the public safe during an emergency. Yesterday, Mayor Lightfoot said keeping transmissions unencrypted could allow criminals to access the communications and put officers in danger.
It's about officer safety. If it's unencrypted and there's access, there's no way to control criminals who are going to also get access, listen in, and adjust their criminal behavior in response to the information that's being communicated.
However, as the Media Coalition has pointed out, the city has never identified members of the press as the disruptors, and members of the media are regularly in touch with officials to ensure that our reporting does not jeopardize police investigations or public safety. In addition, the coalition is asked to meet in person with the city to further address these issues, but despite multiple attempts, Mayor Lightfoot has refused. You can read the Media Coalition's full letter to the city of Chicago. It's on our website, abc7chicago.com. Well, still to stream this morning, the celebration for Jesse White as he prepares to retire from office. Jason?
Hi, I'm Jason Knowles. Property taxes on the rise for many, but how about a 440% increase? The ABC7 I-team investigates the extreme sticker shock after a local family received their latest property tax bill. What caused the hike? That's tonight at 10 on ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Well, it was another successful day for Cook County homeowners looking to save some money. We are happy to report that we were able to help people save $2.5 million yesterday alone as part of the Our Homes Holiday Matters Phone Bank. And across 7 phone banks that ABC has partnered with the Cook County Treasurer this year, more than $28 million have been saved. Happening today, Dino Story Time at the Field Museum. It begins with a parade at 12:30, then it's story time, and afterwards, dinosaur experts will be available to answer questions. If getting to the museum is not an option, the event will also be live streamed. We have a link to register on ABC7Chicago.com.
What a cool opportunity. Well, a college freshman and 2 school resource officers are making Chicago proud. I love this story. The Chicago City Council honored Kathy Nowakowski and John Bauer yesterday, along with Omarion Jones. The officers encouraged James, Foreman High School graduate, to go to college, raised money for his tuition, even drove him to school in Alabama. It is incredible to see that, and it just is so inspiring.
Yeah, I loved that video of them driving him and getting him, loading him up for his
so
freshman
awesome,
year of college.
right?
But you know what? He has the most infectious smile.
Yes, he
I
does.
can see how the officers just are attracted to his good energy.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Putting it out there for sure. Well, right now we're going to be joining our Good Morning America viewers as well.
That's right. Mark's going to have a news update on TV in just a bit. You'll see it here as well. And then when we come back, honoring Secretary of State Jesse White as he gets ready to leave office.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning at 7:23. I'm Mark Rivera. We continue to follow a story that broke overnight. 2 drive-by shootings on Chicago's north side. In one incident, police say 2 people, including a teen, were shot in an alley near Ashland and Lawrence in Ravenswood. We're told someone in a light-colored car fired shots. The 2 victims, just 20 and 17 years old, were pronounced dead at the hospital. Meanwhile, about 10 minutes earlier, a 15-year-old boy was shot just a few blocks away. At last check, he was in good condition. Investigators have not said if both shootings are connected. So far, no one is in custody in either case. Now let's get a check of the ABC7 AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Tracy Butler. Hey, Tracy.
Mark, we had some heavy rain, even some snow showers in the area overnight, but now things are quiet, even getting a few observations reporting a little sliver of sun. Well, right now it's 34 at O'Hare, Midway, as well as over in Gary. We do have some wind chills, though, this morning that make it feel awfully cold and back in the low to mid 20s. Now this afternoon, I would anticipate seeing a few more bursts of some snow showers here, most likely later in the afternoon and during the course of our evening commute today. Kind of blustery out there today. Occasional snow showers tomorrow and Saturday, too. We'll take a break, Roz, after this.
Now's the time for a healthy start. So let's move. Let's rest and recharge. And put our health first. Let's be well. To do that, let's eat well. Breathe deep. Find joy in the little moments. And do what we love, with who we love. Together, let's live well. Advocate Aurora Health.
Welcome back, everybody. It's not that bad out there. We're looking at 40-minute, maybe 45 on the Kennedy between the Tri-State and downtown. We've had a couple issues here and there. We've got a stall that IDOT is trying to get out of a lane. It's outbound on the Edens at Tower Road, but it's not causing any big delays. Off the expressways, we have a crash in Roselle. It's at Roselle Road and Granville Avenue. And Chopper 7, they were with a car that really ended up in a one-vehicle crash on the inbound dike at Wolf, and they've pulled off on the right shoulder there near Mannheim, so it is no longer causing any delays.
Welcome back, everybody. Time now 7:27. State and city leaders honor Secretary. Excuse me, went to the bathroom. Honor Secretary of State Jesse White, who is retiring. A gala was held in White's honor last night at the Sheraton Grand Hotel in Chicago. He is the longest serving Secretary of State in Illinois history. He's also the coach and founder of the Jesse White tumbling team. Governor J.B. Pritzker praising him for his leadership over the past 24 years.
I have to say he has done so much with such finesse and virtuosity, always putting the people of our state first.
White also served in the military. He was a professional baseball player, a teacher, a state representative, and the Cook County Recorder of Deeds.
Just incredible. What a career.
Yeah, and now what will he do with his time in retirement?
I know. Well, only good things, I'm sure. Coming up next, let's take a look at this story.
Little town full of little people waking up to say
Bonjour! There is a new bell coming to the ball tonight. That's ahead.
You're watching ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7, streaming live now.
And let's take a quick look at some of the stories we'll be watching for you today. Chicago police are investigating two separate drive-by shootings on the city's north side. Police say a 20-year-old man and a 17-year-old boy were shot several times in an alley in Ravenswood late last night. They were taken to Illinois Masonic Hospital where they were pronounced dead.
Meanwhile, a short time before that drive-by and only blocks away, a 15-year-old boy was shot while walking on the sidewalk. At last word, the boy was in good condition, also at Illinois Masonic. And right now, there's no word if the two cases are related.
There's a lot of school spirit on display over in Naperville already this morning. North Central College held a pep rally for their marching band and cheer teams before they leave for tomorrow's Division III football championship game. The team left Tuesday, and that game takes place in Maryland.
It'd be nice to bring home a win for
Absolutely.
the holidays. Later today, it is all about the adults at the Lincoln Park Zoo with a DJ and several bars set up throughout the park. Holidays gets underway this evening with plenty of fun things to do, including the zoo lights. There will also be live ice carving. This, again, is an 18 and over event, and at last check, tickets are still available.
Yeah, gotta be 18 to handle an ice saw like that. Jeez.
Right, or a cocktail.
Or a cocktail.
No, 21.
21.
I say.
Good morning. I was going to say, wow. Good morning. Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us on our Circle 7 streaming team here. 7:31, 34 degrees. Let's check in with Tracy for a quick weather update.
Yeah, hey, you head outside right now and you may catch a little bit of sun. That's right, amid some of those clouds. Right now, 34 degrees at O'Hare, 34 at Midway, 34 in Gary, 34 degrees. Right now, Valparaiso. Now, it is a little breezy in the area this morning, so we are getting some wind chill reports back in the low to mid 20s. This morning, if you're still yet to get your kiddos off to the bus stop, kind of breezy out there this morning, so they need to be prepared for those wind chills in the low to mid 20s. This afternoon, temperatures just kind of bobbing around the mid 30s, and it does look like we will get some occasional snow showers back into our picture here later today. I wouldn't even be surprised if we get a dusting that covers the ground later. Roz?
Right now, we've got another CTA delay on the Blue Line for O'Hare-bound trains. That's because of a train with mechanical issues at Austin. As we broaden things out, look at the big picture. Those travel times are inching their way up. Now we're looking at 45 to 50-minute averages between the tri-state and downtown. And we're also getting word of a crash in Lyle on Maple Avenue at Route 53. And as I did a little further investigating, Val and Mark, it turns out it is in the Starbucks parking lot in that little strip mall right on the side there. So it's not really affecting traffic. Might be affecting the line at Starbucks, though.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Which is always long, but don't get me started on that, Roz.
Thanks, Roz.
Come on over. Now we're going to get to today's talkers this morning. We're going to start, of course, with the man of steel, your favorite guy.
Oh, yeah. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill
My guy.
is out as Superman. He's out of there. The star took to social media. He posted quite a long post right here stating that he will not return to the big screen in the red cape. He said that this news is not the easiest, but that's how life goes. This after the actor said in October that he would return to his role in Superman. He even made an appearance in Black Adam. The filmmaker said that the new film will focus on an earlier part of Superman's life. Translation, what?
Younger actor.
Yeah, confirming the news. Well, maybe this is just for now.
Maybe it is for now. But here's the thing: DC is doing this whole extended universe thing. Like the new Flash movie is going to have all sorts of different Batmen in it. So like, there's an option. There's always an option, especially with superheroes. Nobody ever really goes away in superhero movies, so you can always bring them back.
I mean,
somehow.
Is this a current picture of him right here? He's still.
Yeah, that looks like that. Yeah, that looks like for Avatar. Yeah. So I don't know if he's in that movie, but yeah, are you kidding me? He's built like an ox. I mean, the guy is like just so jacked. He kind of reminds me of Tracy's husband, and I'm just telling you, he is just like he is a great embodiment of Superman too. I think so.
Oh, look, Tracy, you got your own Superman at home.
Yeah, you got a Superman at home, Trace.
Maybe he's in the next.
Maybe he is.
Dude, you can retire and travel and do all these red carpets. And
how great would that be?
Living off your Superman money. I think he might be your man crush. Is he your man crush?
He's up there.
My husband?
He's up there.
No.
I need him to help me. Right, I'm right here, Mark. I'm right here, Mark. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely up there. He's definitely up there. For sure.
I think that's okay. I mean, I have a woman crush. I have quite a few women crush. But anyway, what do you guys think about Superman going a little younger and exploring his earlier life?
Well, if he's exploring his younger days, I guess that makes sense.
Are we talking about flashbacks, or we're talking about like a movie that will be taking place entirely during his early days?
I think we're talking like teens to early 20s Superman, which is like a lot of in Smallville. Like, no, I don't want to go to Smallville. I want to go to Metropolis and see Superman save the world. Come on, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, but I was wrong about the Christmas Story Christmas movie. So, because it is really sweet, and I was really not. So maybe I'm wrong about this too.
Right, and they're clearly trying to appeal to a younger audience.
True. There you go. New sequel that's been 13 years in the making. Avatar: The Way of Water hits theaters nationwide tomorrow, but early screenings are happening today in select markets, including Chicago. You can check your times now. Some reviews are in Most are positive, but many are really talking about the 3-hour, 12-minute runtime.
You know, you can't say that if you haven't seen it.
True, because you don't know if it moves. You don't know if
That's
it feels like it's quick, or if it's,
Exactly.
or if it's so engrossing that you sort of lose track of yourself in time. Like, I mean, some of these scenes just look incredible. So
Amazing.
yeah, just amazing. So I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
And I think that's how we have to kind of look at it, because I know we can't say it because we haven't seen it, but when you do say it, because that's what it is, it just sounds horrible. Because, not horrible, the film,
sounds
but
long.
it just sounds long.
Yeah,
you know
it
what
sounds
I mean?
long.
So we are rooting and hoping that these images that we're looking at here will definitely captivate you enough to where you don't feel like it's been longer than an hour and a half.
You know what? I think that for those of us on this shift, when we hear something that's 3 hours,
We're
it
like,
makes more of a difference to us.
Yes.
Like, I would choose to see this on a day that I hadn't worked that morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
Right.
I will say this, though. I did see a quote from James Cameron, who directed this, and he said, you know, you think about, okay, it's 3 hours, 12 minutes. Am I going to have time for a bathroom break in this movie? And he said, you know what? You will, because you're going to be back to see it again. So he says oh my gosh,
confident.
Confident. Okay, yeah, bridging on arrogance. Like, you know,
right?
Like, oh man, yeah. But it cracked me up when I saw that.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to see. We'll get those numbers in, the box office numbers, on Monday. So it has been 30 years since Beauty and the Beast debuted in movie theaters. It went on to become the first animated film nominated for a Best Picture Oscar.
And to celebrate that milestone on TV, Disney has reinvented the story with a new cast for a new generation. KABC's George Pinocchio has more.
Little town full of little people waking up to say
Beauty and the Beast, a 30th celebration, features a star-studded cast, including her, Gabriella Wilson, as Beauty and Josh Groban as the Beast. Tuesday night, Disney hosted the stars for a special screening in Los Angeles. The special will pay tribute to the original Disney animation film and honor its legacy by showcasing the fan-favorite movie, along with new musical performances.
I love when there are celebrations of work that we've had for a long time. Sometimes people do these kinds of shows and they're just because people love them. We have a real reason with the 30th anniversary. I can't believe, I think it's actually been 31 years since this movie came out. It was 10 years old, and I just speak for everybody in the cast that we've just loved it since we were kids, and we feel very excited to be part of this really ambitious and very, very fun celebration of something we all love, and hopefully people watching will love it as well.
What do you think your Belle brings to the screen that we haven't seen before in other Belle?
Man, you know, I think I'm staying pretty true to who Belle was, and I think I'm bringing it out more. She had such a strength and a bravery about her and an ambition about her, and I really want people to see that in this version.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test.
Belle and her beastly prince are surrounded by an all-star cast that includes several Broadway veterans.
When you think about it, myself, Martin Short, Rita Moreno, Josh Henry, we're all from a strong theater background, and this is not new to us. We do these huge songs. Martin's Be Our Guest is so crazy. It is really amazing. He just walked in. He's my hero. He's my idol.
Everyone is so good. Martin Short as the candelabra is delicious.
Unsolicited, two of your castmates have already said that your number is going to be a showstopper at home.
Oh, I hope so. I've seen nothing. So I only hope that they are 100% correct. And I hope my performances reinvents the role.
All right, I want to add two more man crushes. Okay, Steve Martin and Martin Short. Let me just add that to the list because I have so much stock in Martin Short. If I could put my entire 401k into Martin Short, I would, because I love that man. I think he is so funny. I think he is just such he's a triple threat. He can sing, dance, act, and is just like the life of any show he's in.
But you know what? You just said something that I think is popular. What were you guys saying? I want to hear that first.
No, so you're obviously watching, Only Murders.
Oh my gosh, Only Murders. I'm so glad that show exists. It is so good. I completely agree.
Wait, Tracy, you've seen it too?
Only Murders in the Building?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
I love it.
Because I know
So
Ross
funny.
said she watched it and binged it, but I didn't know you did too, Tracy. I'm the only one not on the
Oh, come on, Val,
bandwagon.
you
gotta watch
it. Oh my gosh, Val, it's so good.
Okay. When's the next rainy day?
Good question. I don't know. We just had it.
For a while.
Exactly. Yesterday, that's the best TV watching
That is
weather.
so
Just put
true,
on your
it is.
jammies and watch that show. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're back in 90 seconds.
Well, good morning to you. Of course, we had that heavy, steady rain yesterday and last night. And even along the state line, there was some snow that accumulated. Well, right now, things are quiet. In fact, I'm seeing a few more reports of a little sunshine being observed. However, in the southeast, around Orlando, a tornado watch in effect there now. Meanwhile, off to the north, numerous winter alerts in place across Wisconsin, even into Minnesota and the northern plains. Numerous customers without power due to the winter storm there. Then the Northeast, you know, anyone around the nation's capital, winter weather advisories there. Ice storm warnings in effect across portions of Pennsylvania, and in the Northeast, winter storm warnings. For us, we don't have any alerts in effect here, but what I do want to alert you to is the fact that we are going to have occasional snow showers and flurries in the area here today. And we may get a little burst that could whiten the ground here later this afternoon as well as this evening. So off and on snow showers with us today, tomorrow, even Saturday. One of our computer models suggesting, we could get all totaled during that whole time, maybe up to about 1/2 inch of accumulation. Well, right now out at O'Hare, it's 34. It's mainly cloudy. Wind chill is 25 degrees. Here's a peek at that 7-day. It is about to get cold, really cold this weekend, and even colder next week. Roz?
Well, we still have this CTA Blue Line delay. This is for O'Hare-bound trains. They've got a train at Austin standing with mechanical issues. It's been a little while. It's been there, so give yourself some extra time if that's your normal route this morning. And the expressways, they are filling in as well. Now we've got travel times anywhere from 50 minutes to an hour, and that would be on the inbound Kennedy. It's really slow. Folks just got kind of a late start this morning. Northbound Tri-State, we have delays going into the work zone around 55, but the rest of the tollways, 93, 55, they all look fine right now. And we've got one crash reported. This is southbound on Route 53/eastbound 290, right before the merge at 355. And that delay goes back for about 2 miles. Val and Mark.
Okay, Roz, thank you. Now to a landmark achievement for Vanna White. This week, Wheel of Fortune celebrated Vanna's 40th anniversary on the show.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it amazing? She was surprised by a display with a golden cake. Vanna taped her first show December 13th, 1982. So happy Vanniversary to Vanna White. Oh, that is the best to see.
40 years?
Just
Look
amazing.
at her. She looks great.
You know what? And
did she start at 10?
I know. It's a great question, first of all. And second of all, she's just such a staple in so many people's lives, and it's just so cool to see her celebrated like that, you know?
Right. Wonder if she ever, 40, she could go another
She can go as long as she wants.
Yeah.
Let her go as long as she wants.
And
That's what I mean.
I started watching Wheel of Fortune as of late, like regularly.
It's a fun show.
Yeah,
Okay.
I joined that.
She started at 25.
At 25.
Wow.
I want
25.
whatever she's got. Yeah. And they're such a great pair too. So
They really are.
Happy 40th anniversary. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is an incredibly sad story, and this morning tributes continue to pour in for Twitch, the performer best known for his role on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, who passed away yesterday.
Yeah, everyone from Michelle Obama to Justin Timberlake honoring his memory. Here's Andrew Dimbert.
The shocking death of a charismatic dancer and TV personality is raising awareness of suicide prevention.
Hello, good morning, tell me what the lick read.
DJ Stephen Boss, known as Twitch, rose to fame on So You Think You Can Dance, then became a fixture on The Ellen DeGeneres Show.
It's a candy. Twizzler. It's it's like chocolatey, bite-sized situations.
I count on him to look over at and make silly jokes, and he's my pal, you know, he's my sidekick.
More recently, Twitch became popular on social media, posting uplifting videos. Police say the 40-year-old took his own life in a Los Angeles hotel room early Tuesday. In a social media video just one day earlier, Twitch and his wife were seen dancing in front of their Christmas tree.
But I got so much love, it's lighting up.
And last week, the couple decorating for the holiday with their kids.
To me, it's perfectly clear.
Staff members tell TMZ Twitch did not look visibly upset when he checked into the hotel. Nationwide, experts say suicide rates have been declining for white Americans, but not for minorities. Experts say common risk factors are mental health issues, substance abuse, and financial stress. On a podcast 5 years ago, Twitch shared this uplifting message about overcoming hardships.
You will make decisions that might seem right at the time, but then they're not. Like, you know what I mean? And for me, it does. It just helps to know that, like, it keeps going. It does. It no matter what, even if something seems very devastating, like there's some kind of force that's going to keep going, and it's there for you to naturally access.
The tributes now pouring in for Twitch. Former First Lady Michelle Obama calling him an incredible force, and Justin Timberlake calling Twitch's death heartbreaking, writing, "You just never know what someone is really going through." Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And if you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, there is help available 24/7 through the new 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. All you have to do is dial that 3-digit number, 988, and you can also use that number to text or chat with a mental health professional.
You know, I just posted on my page a tribute to him, and I said, I read it from someone else, and I thought it was so profound that I wanted to make sure I kept passing the message along. Don't just check on your friends who are suffering. Check on your happy friends.
Yeah.
Because look at this. We're all in shock. Yeah, because we're thinking this guy was so happy. He was the epitome of uplifting and making everybody else happy.
Positivity
and jovial,
and everything, yeah.
But yet, something wasn't Right.
Yeah.
You know, something was going on. So you have to check on people who appear to be doing well as too, because they struggle in silence as well.
Totally agree with you. Absolutely. We'll see you right after a break.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Good morning. Well, here on this Thursday morning, Friday Eve, we have temperatures that are in the low to mid 30s around the area, and we have wind chills this morning that are in the low to mid 20s. So it's quiet out there right now. And in fact, we're getting reports of a little bit of sun. However, I do want you to know that later this afternoon and this evening, I think we're going to get a few bursts of some snow showers, could even cover the ground this evening. Mark and Val.
Okay.
All right, Tracy, thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. And before we go, we've got to talk about Meghan and Harry. Overnight, Netflix released the final 3 episodes of the Harry and Meghan docu-series.
In these new episodes, the positive headlines of the royal wedding give way to a darker time for Harry and Meghan. Volume 1 of the docu-series set a record on Netflix with more than 81 million hours viewed.
Wow.
I am 3 of those hours.
Are you? Oh,
I'm not
went
done
in,
with
huh?
it. Yeah, I'm about 1.5.
Oh,
of those
okay.
hours in, so.
Well, thanks so much for watching Eyewitness News at 7 a.m. We'll have a news update coming up in just a few minutes, and Tracy and Roz are going to talk weather and traffic. Good Morning America continues now.
This has been Eyewitness News streaming at 7.